Guys, it's the last week for the Halloween content, so if you want to jump on and get any Halloween content related stuff out the way for GT Online, you need to jump on now. Look at this Halloween weather, by the way. It looks horrible. Hamid, welcome, by the way. Let's give it a minute, because sometimes the stream doesn't start. Here we go, got an advert for myself. You know why I'm late streaming? You know why I'm late streaming? This is actually appropriate for some of the things that we've been talking about recently. They brought out some skibidi toilets mode on PUBG, and it's like, why have you done that anyway? You know what I mean? So I'm there playing it because they brought out a new pass for it. I'm thinking, I'll play it 5 minutes before the thing comes out. Before I have to start streaming, sorry. And all my team's dead. They're all crap. Every single one of them was crap. And the mode itself is also crap. And it's like, who's going to play this? So you've released a pass for a mode that is shit. And people, there's 3 difficulties you can choose from as well. 3 difficulties you can choose from. And they all voted easy. And it's like, well, you're not even going to pick normal on your first run. You're going to go on easy. And they all died. It's like, okay. Why have the developers added something into the game that most players aren't even going to be able to complete properly? And why would you play it anyway? Why have you added something into the game as stupid as that? You brought out a pass for it, and people aren't even going to be able to complete it because, guess what? You play for about 5 minutes, you all die. You only get 500 XP. I purposely died so I could start the stream, put it that way. But, yeah. That's their idea of some sort of Halloween mode. I have no idea. Anyway, Crispy welcome, Hamid welcome, and it's a good job I know both of your actual YouTube names, not just your username, because for whatever reason they've changed it so it's just the usernames in the chat, which is weird. Shadow welcome. It's just a bit annoying to look at, because like everyone's username's got, you know, it's not just like their short name, it's something other than the username, because oftentimes the name on YouTube is just something simple. Anyway. EAFC 26. Mate, it never got going. Never got going. I still need to schedule my tweets as well. I've not scheduled the tweets on Twitter to say that I've gone live, so everybody that clicks on my live stream from on Twitter probably thinks I'm having a day off. Probably think I'm in Spain or some shit, but I'm not. I was playing the skibidi toilet mode on PUBG. Christ. Anyway. And there was that as well for, did anyone see that Halo reveal? That to me is just a complete misunderstanding of what the original game was all about. And the people that have, you know, made the remake have failed to understand the original vision for that game in mind. Well, for what they went for. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm just trying to schedule these tweets at the same time. It's the 30th today, innit? It's just, time and time again, especially with Halo, you get developers making the game that just seem to never fully understand what Halo was originally all about. And, you know, this time when they're going to bring it out on PlayStation, it's a bit, you know, they've got to get it right. They've got to get it right. And you can't just go around changing things like they have done in Halo Combat Evolved, because it'll just completely feel like a different game than what it was originally 25 years ago. And the thing is, 25 years ago, it wasn't like... It's not like games were that bad. You know, 25 years ago now, it's not really that much of a difference in terms of video games, but yeah. What we're playing this week, though, bonuses are crap, mate. They're crap every week. Did this before, don't get why they went back to this. Yeah, the weather is crap, Crispy. Should have said that before. I think that's the first thing I said myself when I went outside. And not just that, I actually got a new cable this week as well. Got a new cable, doesn't even work. You know, for my mic. Doesn't even work, so that's going to have to go back. And then my G7 SE, the blue one that I had, was being weird. So I got a new G7 SE. And the left paddle on this doesn't click in properly, so I'm going to have to send... I'm going to have to send the cable back tomorrow, and I'm going to have to get a replacement for the controller tomorrow. So this is the only stream that I'm going to be doing with this controller, because it's going back.
Shit, yo!
So I've had to mess around with the profiles and everything. But yeah, what is there to do since you've been playing then, Hamed? What do I need to go and do? Because you said you played GT Online this past 2 weeks more than you have in the last 3 years. What is there to do? I know what there is to do. We need to do Ghost Exposed, don't we? But we're too late for it. For God's sake. Street Online. Collect pumpkins. I've got them all. You're joining Shadow. Or you're on Helldivers. I could just do with somebody in the lobby so then shit spawns in. You can join that if you want. You don't have to. Because Fishman was telling me... When was Fishman telling me this? Was it either last week or the week before? I'm not sure now. It was one of them. Fishman was telling me with this Ghost Exposed stuff, you get a reward that you didn't get from the other years, so... Could get abducted. I don't know about you, but it never... With this Halloween stuff this year, it kind of feels like they never really planned to do all this, you know. Really does seem like GTA 6 should have been out by now. Has that just disappeared? Have I got to land on this? To be abducted? Why would you even get abducted? God, I've got all these tabs open. Yeah, this is it. It just teleports you, doesn't it? Well, that was pretty pointless, wasn't it? Guys, welcome. If you've just joined us, God knows what there is. Well, I actually do know what there is to do in this game today, but I need somebody in my lobby. Because there's some of these Halloween things, you know, the Halloween events. Well, free, not free mode events, but random things. You know, the haunted car and shit like that, and your doppelganger or whatever. I've never actually seen some of those things in game, but I need somebody else in the lobby for them to spawn in. I was going to get the timer up on screen. Is this the intro music that I just never used? I think it is, isn't it? %50 chance you spawn in another area. I'm going to get the timer up on screen, and I didn't do that. They're the masks from last week. I best delete those because that was from last week. It's cluttering up my OBS scene. Right. So I've got to wait until When is it? 8 o'clock. I put my jumper on this morning and I'm regretting putting it on because I feel a bit warm now. But it's that time of year. It's that time of year. So the first one spawns in at... Have they fixed this now? I think they have, yeah. Oh no, it's because the gun ban's changed. I don't know why the gun ban is part of the route. 7 o'clock. Gotta wait until 7 o'clock in the evening on GTA. When's this weather gonna go away? Bulldog, welcome. Let's, yeah. Wait for the Ghost Exposed stuff. I just find it odd how you've got to have multiple people in your session for some of these things to spawn in, you know, the Halloween events. Or whatever you want to call them. It's just always been a bit odd. I don't get it. Guys, welcome if you just joined us. What's everyone been playing recently? Because that Battlefield 6 Battle Royale came out. That's another weird thing as well. We're just in a funny spot at the minute, aren't we, with video games? Because you get developers adding in pointless shit into the games like what PUBG have done. With what I was on about earlier. Then you've got this Halo remake coming out that just the developers have entirely missed the point in what, you know, the original was all about. In terms of its atmosphere, art style, and, you know, the architecture, and, you know, what it was based off and things like that. And it's, yeah. Then we've got this Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. What is the point in playing it? You tell me. You know, you win a game and that's it. Wow. It's as if they've released the game as if Battle Royales are brand new and nobody's ever played them before. I'm sorry, but that's not enough to keep people playing. RedLester, welcome. Yeah, but the other stuff you need, RedLester. You need somebody in the lobby with you. Right, so I've got to wait here until 7 o'clock. And there's 2 possible locations for it. Let's have a look at this one. I'm sure it's this. Yeah, right here. On top of this roof. It's weird playing with this controller now because it feels so much different. Right, anyway, I mean, yeah, nothing to do. Until we wait for this ghost to spawn in, then we can go and do all the others. What I find a bit annoying with this is the last one spawns in at midnight, but you've got to collect them all first, haven't you? What do you get for this RedLester? Is it just a mask? I forgot what Fishman said now, but you get something that you didn't get from the previous years, put it that way. Battlefield 6 continues to slide in ratings. Battlefield 6, it's a, yeah. It's a weird game. I'm not entirely sure why it's doing so popular, because it hasn't actually done anything good, you know, better than a previous Battlefield game. It's just a bit odd. Be positive, welcome. You get a heart. Yeah, I didn't think you actually got anything new from it, but then Fishman told me something the other week, so... Halloween content's been rubbish. It's always rubbish though, innit? Let's be honest. It's just Halloween, it's... Yeah. I'm not going to go into it because I've just been repeating myself at this point, but... Has anybody played Battlefield and this, you know, this red sec that they brought out? Because I fail to see where all this hype's coming from with Battlefield, other than people just going along with social norms, because it's as if everybody's hyped for this Battlefield game just because the odd streamer is trying to, you know, hype up the game so then it benefits them, you know, streaming the game because they'll get more viewers. And it just happens to be that it's a relatively popular FPS game that, you know, that has a loyal following to it. So there's something that, you know, they can tap into. And then with it being a big game, obviously then it's got everybody else's attention, especially if you play something like Call of Duty, let's say. And, you know, outside of that, people just going along with whatever these streamers are hyping up, I've no idea why people are playing it. Street welcome. So it's a bit of an odd one, because like I said, you know, I've been playing Battlefield games for ages, since like Bad Company 1. So I've been playing since Bad Company 1, and honest to God, there is nothing with Battlefield 6 that it does better than any previous Battlefield game. It's just kind of like, it's a 5 out of 10. It really is. It's a 5 out of 10. And some of the things that they've messed up on as well. So, like, the way the game registers your input is normally done in circles, yeah, if you're on controller, but for some reason now it's done with a square, which makes it feel weird. Why is it done with a square? It's just odd things like that. And then you've got all these other weird input issues as well that you didn't have beforehand in these previous Battlefield games. And I'll tell you something now. People were clowning on that 2042, yeah. And yeah, it probably did get a lot of things wrong, 2042, but 2042 visually looks like a better game than it. It looks like a better game than Battlefield 6. It runs better than Battlefield 6. You know, you could argue the maps are better or worse than in Battlefield 6, but Battlefield 6 is kind of like the most average game ever. And this red sec, I have no idea. I mean, I pretty much even completed the game already, because there was one thing that was going for, and that was there's a dog tag that you get for getting 20 kills in a Battle Royale match, and I did that last night, so it's like, well, what's the point of me playing now? There's just nothing. Outside of doing the Battle Pass, there's nothing. And why would I complete the Battle Pass if I think everything's shit in a Battle Pass? Crazy. Anyway, welcome. If anyone's played BF6, let me know what you think, because I'm finding it hard for anybody to actually mention some of the things that I'm saying. I guess the maps are all subjective. I mean, the maps aren't as good as what, you know, the previous Battlefield games have had. Weapon variety, gunplay, the bloom's the worst it's ever been. The movement's the slowest it's ever been for a Battlefield game. You know, it doesn't feel like a Battlefield game. Who is the game for? Who have they made the game for? That's, you know... If it wasn't for all these other games doing badly at the minute, then I don't think anybody would be playing it. I think even if they released 2042 today with the Battle Royale mode, people would be playing 2042. And then when you're in the Battle Royale mode, and then you've got the tanks endgame. The tanks are alright, but listen, if you're not engineer, I don't know if engineers get rocket launchers, I imagine they do, but they'll drop in rocket launchers, yeah, for you to blow up the tanks. And this has happened twice. There's been a tank at the end game. It's dropped in rocket launchers for me to blow up the tank, and the rocket launchers have been, you know, anti-aircraft rocket launchers, so you can't use them against tanks. Brilliant, thank you. So then you're running around all over the place, ducking and diving from out of cover in a tiny circle, trying to make it so this tank can't kill you, and hope it's an absolute bot in the tank. Which 9 times out of 10 it is a bot in the tank, because, you know, only the bots get the tank, so... The struggle killing you. Guys, welcome. I actually think, I don't want to speak too soon, but I actually think Black Ops 7's alright. Black Ops 7's better than Black Ops 6, put it that way. It's not as good as Modern Warfare 3. Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. If you're enjoying, feel free to leave a like. What have you been playing in on GTA at the minute, if you've been playing GTA? We're just talking about Battlefield at the minute. I think I tweeted this the other week, in fact, about IGN. Because IGN gave Battlefield a 5 out of 10. I said IGN claiming Battlefield 6 is a 5 out of 10 might be the most base thing from them ever. And I stand by it. It's just, when you listen to their videos, it's just, yeah. It's like they're on another planet. The game is a 5 out of 10, but, you know, it's just a load of waffle in that video. What's happened with this Test Drive Unlimited update as well? Solar Crown or whatever, not Test Drive Unlimited. Test Drive Solar Crown update where, like, the game's overly bright. No, that's something I've still never played. Yeah, but that's because you're a bot, RedLester. I've done something to this profile where it doesn't quite feel the same as my other controller. Let me just see. I've not my cable now. I did it in such a specific spot, so then it was all right. Please reconnect the controller or connect a different controller. Guess what? I've connected a different controller, and you're not letting me use it. Yeah, I've seen people going on about it, Shadow, but I don't know, that game's just... To me, it was always like just another version of The Crew. It's like, why would I play it when The Crew exists? It doesn't really do anything that the original games did, the original Test Drive games, so... it's one of those where it's just like they brought the game back, and it's not like what the original game was. It's just bizarre. I was gonna do something. Oh yeah. If you've got a GameSir controller, do this, yeah? I'll show you. So you see how it's jittering around like that? See how it's jittering around like that? The audio is going through Street Smart a bit there. I just have to mute that. So if I turn this up to 90, yeah, look at it jittering around like that. You can see on the on like the diagram. It's still doing it. So if I go back into GTA, that's how much I'd spin around. But because it's jittering around like that, and it's not in just like a constant lock left or right, you could AFK forever doing this until you got kicked off the servers for whatever reason. Like maybe your internet goes off, maybe the servers go down. And then if you want to doubly make sure that, you know, you're not going to get kicked, you could do it for the other stick. Still missing houses? Currently experiencing new controller joy. What controller you got? They're trying to bring in all these old TDU elements back in, but it's for later updates. Nothing really substantial each update so far. Yeah, like I said, I don't see the point in that if it's just another crew. And sometimes it's hard for me to be able to tell whether it is Test Drive or the crew. So, yeah. It's just a really weird one, isn't it? Really weird one. Guys, welcome if you just joined us. What time is it? I still got a bit to wait. Hill Valley Church, Los Santos. Have I on my profile done? Yeah. If I'm showing it like this, it's just... I recommend doing that, but it just feels like I've not messed around with it. I should have really messed around with this look acceleration stuff. I'm not entirely sure what I had it on beforehand, you know, on the old version of the game. Yeah, we get a ice challenge. Maybe, because it is that time of year, isn't it? But I don't know. It's a weird time of year for them to do it, because I always say don't do it this time of year. You need to do it in about like March, April sort of time when all these people get fed up of new games that come out. But no, all these game developers seem to be so adamant on doing stuff this time of year, even though some of the games are, you know, live service games that have been out for years. This is kind of a live service game at this point with GTA Plus, but Yeah, I have no idea why they bring out stuff like that at the time of year in which they do, because people just aren't bothered about the game at that time of year. It's just what it is. Maybe people will come back for the update in December, but I don't know. I feel like doing the updates in December, I don't really agree with it. It's always been a funny one for me, that, because it's straight after all these video games come out, you know, for Christmas. And, yeah. I had this conversation before. It's probably going to be a dry wait for Mansions. I'm not expecting them to do anything, because it's not like they've done much recently anyway. Let's have a look at the stuff on GTA, actually. About GTA. You know, I saw something yesterday. Strauss Zelnick pops up again. I'm thinking, God, Strauss Zelnick. And I didn't pay attention to it, so I just sat there thinking, remember that interview he did? And I covered it on stream that time, where he's there talking about in this interview, we don't want to release, we're not going to be like other video games and reveal projects early or something like that. I'm paraphrasing it there. But he's basically saying, oh, we're not going to reveal the game early. And it's like, what? When was this interview from? Was it some point last year, or was it at the beginning of this year? I don't know now. Time's been really weird ever since about COVID. My mic's not going off, has it? No, it's the cable playing up. So, I just remember thinking about it. He said all of that. And if the game gets delayed again, let's say it gets delayed to like this time next year, that's going to be nearly 3 years since they officially revealed the game with the first trailer. Which, bear in mind as well, before the first trailer, they actually announced they were developing the game. So they kind of announced GTA 6 anyway. I was like, how have you come out in that interview and said that when you've done that exact same thing? It was earlier on this year, wasn't it? Because I seem to remember it happening about a month or two before trailer 2. It would have been about March, April time this year. Mansions will be a token update. I feel like they're just adding them in for the sake of adding them in, because people have wanted mansions for ages, and it's been that long since we've had... Well, people have been asking for them for that long, and there's nothing else left to add in. It's kind of like one last big December update for them, isn't it? It's just something easy to do, which I didn't really blame them, because it's, you know, it's something that people have asked for. It's not something that I've necessarily wanted, but if people want them, it's whatever. And they've been put in a funny spot, because I imagine lots of them at Rockstar Games were led on to believe that the game, well, GTA 6 would have been out by now. But it isn't, is it? But then again, that being said, they will have had long enough to know internally whether or not the game was going to get delayed, and then they had time to make content for this. So, Mansions and a heist with Michael, that's all that's left. Yeah, I would have taken a heist with Michael, but I don't think we're going to be getting one. Not sure you believe them. Oh, there it is. I can finally get going on this ghost hunt. Where am I going now? I know where I'm going. Let me just mark it on the map. No, it's not there. It is around here somewhere. Aren't some of these locations from the previous years just put together? It's shit without a Michael DLC. Well, there's many people that want Michael in the update, so I'm not bothered. It's something they really should have done, though, because people have been asking for it for 4 years now, ever since they did the Franklin stuff. Maybe they did and it just fell through. They might be getting him back to do something with GTA 6, you never know. He might have a cameo in GTA 6. I would use it, Shadow, but I don't have one. I did it on Toll of Fall, and I thought, do I get a Raiju? I don't get a Raiju. There's no point, because I didn't really use it, so... I thought I saw it. It's a bit weird how they disappear if you get too close to them though, isn't it? A little bit weird. So there's 2 locations for this next one. It's over by Lester's house. No, look what I've gone and done. Not looking at the screen. Look what I've gone and done. It's stupid how that's still a thing. It just shouldn't be a thing online.
How can I be of service? Okay, so you're in serious trouble and you need my help. Okay, okay.
Possibly crispy, but I don't know how to do it because I'm a noob. I'm a big noob. Are they even making GTA 6? Imagine it's just AI generated. Oh, that was it. That's what he was talking about. He came out and said something like, "Oh, I don't think AI is going to be able to make a good GTA game." And it's like, well, AI is not going to be able to make a good game regardless. All it'll do is just replicate what's already being done. Like, all these games will be soulless because AI, guess what? It's not sentient. So these locations are a bit weird here. I just need to go to the map, so I've not got the chat up at the minute. It's around here, isn't it? I see it already. I see it already. Like, what a weird spot for these to be in, by the way. I should get this next one, but it's going to be a bit tough, you know. Is there 2 spots for this? I could do with a, what you call it, stream deck, so I can switch between the things without tabbing out. Yeah, I'm a noob with 300 mil. Somebody left a comment on a video, on like a 2-year-old video yesterday saying I was lazy Because somebody left a comment saying the AI voice is brutal, and I replied to him at the time because I was experimenting with the AI voice because I said, well, if I use the AI voice, people watch for longer. So I used the AI voice, and that was the reasoning for using it. And he was there. It was on a drift locations video. I remember picking these locations now, thinking, well, I'm going to pick drift locations where you're not going to really have much trouble with traffic. And you can also have like a bit of a meetup, you know, in a decent area where you're not going to get trouble by traffic, yeah. And the guy's like, oh, there's much better drifting spots. That's great, blah blah blah. You're just lazy. Either you don't know or you're lazy. Okay, mate. That's crazy. Thank you. So you get some bizarre comments sometimes. It's like, why do you care? Far out of 6, right, the other one is this way. You play this until the wheels fall off. I think Mikey's not that bothered about GTA 6, you know. I am bothered about it, but I'm not, you know what I mean? If this game was still getting substantial content that was worth playing, then I wouldn't really be that bothered. Put it that way. Yeah, some of these locations are from the previous year. I remember this next one. Going to be cutting this one a bit tight, but the next one's not until 1 o'clock, so... Yeah, you said it there yourself. 6 could never release and you'd be completely okay with that. I think I'm the same. It's the thing is with GTA 6, outside of it being like a generational improvement, I just don't see what we're going to be doing differently. What is there that's going to be offered gameplay-wise that isn't in this one? Outside of just performance improvements, maybe improvements to physics that they weren't able to do in GTA 5, but it's not like they couldn't have updated this game, you know what I mean? But then again, I'm not somebody that's into single player. I imagine there's lots of people that are looking forward to it just because they're single player. It is a bit odd. For me anyway. Then I've got to wait until midnight to do all the others. Well, to do all the others. To do the last one. This is by this bridge. The big train bridge. The game will have a boring story. We'll have to wait and see, Bulldog. Anyone that's played this for a while can see what they're going to be doing with the paywalls. Well, that's the thing. How egregious is the microtransaction system going to be? And this is something I've touched on before in the past. I hope I really haven't given them ideas, by the way. Adding in a battle pass. Because in Red Dead you've got 2 different currencies, haven't you? Maybe you get cash and like a cryptocurrency thing in GTA 6. And then, you know, you need the cryptocurrency to be able to buy certain stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to buy. And then, you know, it's an entire thing, you know, with a battle pass. You don't just unlock the cars. You've got to level up the battle pass to unlock the cars and make it more of a grind. But yeah, I made a video on that 2 years, coming up to 3 years ago actually. I remember the video, Battle Passes in GTA 6. Shall I get it up? Shall we watch it afterwards? Solo Supra, GTA 6, Battle Pass. It's only got 186 views. Battle Passes will ruin GTA 6 online. We'll watch this afterwards, okay? Because why not? It's something to watch. And go over. So I do think with that game they'll definitely be able to get away with a lot more egregious microtransaction stuff that they've just never got away with in this game, just because it's an entirely new game. It's like they can start from afresh. There's the next one. Where on earth is the next one? In the city. I know where this is. A photo ID and a blood sample. Yeah, it's to play in England, you will. They're going to do that with this, though. You've got to verify your age. Verify your age. Come on, guys, just verify your age. Do you really trust Rockstar with your data after all of these issues that they've had with the game and security over the years? You know, it's about time people start standing up against this bullshit system rather than just, you know, complying with it. Everyone's just everyone's a mong. Honestly, everyone's a mong. Let's just imagine the amount of people that's had to go through at Rockstar Games, and everyone's gone, yeah, we'll go along with it, even though everybody knows it's bullshit. Sheep. Nothing more than cattle. I was going to spawn in. Was it in the tower? There it is. It's like saying Mong's like an old sort of thing. Apparently, it doesn't come from like mongrel or anything you suspect. It's like some sort of medication or something. I actually don't know where this next one is, because it's in... Well, I do know where this next one is, in fact, but it's just weird to look at on the map. It's right here. You're selling your Xbox? I've not verified my age on Xbox. I'm gonna get stuffed. Let me verify my age on Xbox, even though Xbox might not even be a thing. Just keep putting the games out on pretty much everything. Everything's now on Xbox as well. It's like, well, if you're so adamant on everything being an Xbox, then why do I have to go out and buy an Xbox? It's just a very weird business strategy from them at Microsoft. And it's just like, who have they got working for them? You know, it's just one of those things. It's like, genuinely, I could run Xbox better than that. It's laughable, isn't it? It really is. And this PC thing that they're going to do, it's going to be more akin to a gaming PC, this next-gen Xbox thing. And it's like, well, at that point, if it's going to be a PC anyway, I should just do, like, get my own computer rather than getting an Xbox. Where is this thing, man? I can't even see it. It's either up on the roof. This is the correct time. Oh, it's not the correct time. Why has it sent me over there? For the one at 3 o'clock. Where is the one at 3 o'clock? It's not on the map. Or is there not one at 3 o'clock? I am confused. This must be the next one, but... yeah, because I was on 7 out of 10. This is the next one, yeah. It just spawns in at 4. That just made me confused then. Yeah, they'll all be asking for it. Be positive. It's just weird what Xbox are doing because, honestly, if you could go out and get an Xbox, one of these Xbox PC things, for £1,000, yeah, that is it. You are stuck with that for the next generation of whatever they're going to call it, whatever that PC thing's going to be called, yeah? Whereas with a gaming PC, if you got your own gaming PC, built it yourself or had a pre-build from somewhere, then you could upgrade that over time. So if you wanted to upgrade it, you could do, rather than just buying an entirely new system. And then you'd get even more performance out of it as well. Because let's say if you're going to have to spend £1,000 to get an Xbox, and at that point where it's like, well, what's an extra few £100? You spend a few £100 and get a lot more performance out of your PC than, you know, what you could out of that Xbox whatever thing. I mean, it's not out yet, so I can't really say, but who knows? They could be losing out on money big time for it, but I don't see why they'd run the risk of that. Because who's then? It's just a weird strategy. Just make a console. Just make a console and then make it so there's more settings that you can adjust in-game that's, you know, more like a PC experience. You know, like being able to force your graphics into like low settings to boost frame rates. Like you can't do on Xbox because they want you to play on like medium settings. It's a joke. Right, so this is the last one. I feel like this is just a mixture of the locations from the previous 2 years. I'm gonna say, where is it? Because it should have spawned in. Brilliant, thank you. Fence. I don't know why I put my shotgun out. So the last location is over by the amphitheatre. Ghost of Jay Norris. Is Jay Norris some sort of single player character? You have to go under what way to treat your player base. Well, it's just a weird one. Bulldog. It's just a weird one. Right, so I've got to come back here at midnight to do the last one. Which... got pretty much like an half an hour wait, haven't we? Or something like that. I don't have to wait here half an hour, but I think I will do. Well, I probably won't do, but if there's nothing to do, I probably will end up doing. Unintentionally. It's just staying here 30 minutes, even though I don't want to. Guys, welcome if you just joined us. Let me know if you've done the Ghost Expo stuff this year, because I didn't bother doing it the other week, because it's boring, isn't it? But, you know, it's something to do on stream. This is it. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick says AI cannot make a new GTA game. Is he trying to make himself look good? I'll just say something that everybody agrees. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Is anyone else sick of Unreal Engine 5, by the way? Because the amount of Unreal Engine 5 games that come out and they all just look the same as each one another. I'm sure I've mentioned this on stream before, but you know, the more and more Unreal Engine 5 games you end up seeing, the more and more these games look like each one another. Yeah, they've got different art styles, but I'm on about visually and graphically, they all look the same. And it's not because the games look that hyper-realistic. It doesn't look like real life, you know what I mean? You can still tell it's a video game. You could say some of the lighting techniques and whatnot are more realistic, yeah, but... And you see those across multiple different games, but it's just... All these games look the exact same. They all look like there's some sort of like... As if they'd be made on a platform like Roblox at this point. Like how all these Roblox games look the same from each one another. This is what Unreal Engine 5 games are like. And I get, yeah, Roblox is kind of like more of an engine. Just like Unreal Engine 5, but... I never felt like that was the case with Unreal Engine 4, put it that way. Now, I'm not some sort of game developer. I've not got any experience with Unreal Engine 5, so... It's just something that I've noticed from all these games that seem to be coming out. They've... Part of the reason why lots of games are soulless these days is just because of Unreal Engine 5 making the games look all the same as each one another. So, yeah. Shadow says, and then they will all have the same performance issues. Yeah, because they have performance issues as well, don't they? I think that's the big one for me, actually, that I didn't mention. Visually, it's whatever. I can put up with it, but it's a part... Like I said, it's a part of the reason why I think games have lost their soul, because it's just kind of like... They're all the same in a way. They're different, but the same. Put it that way. And then... I've got to turn this down, because this... Slight bit of stick drift. This anti-dead zone's giving me doing my head in first person. Still going. Put it on circle, that should stop it. I think the problem with this game is the response curvature, you know. I think it's too exponential. I mean, this is going to be ridiculous now, because that's already on like 30% input. Yeah. As you can see. I'm not going to mess around with this because this controller's going back. This controller is going back. I only use the left paddle to play Halo, but I play Halo often enough for, you know, if I've got an issue with the left paddle, for it to be an issue for me. I got this controller, spent £50 on it, and the left paddle doesn't click in properly, and it's just... It doesn't feel right. It feels crap. And it's like, I'm not spending £50 just to go the next year to 2 years using this controller with a shit-feeling left paddle. Or when I want to play Halo. So, yeah. Recently, you've got your PS2 app playing some old games. It's been fun. Yeah, because old games, right? People all say people like old games because of nostalgia, but it's not, because all these games had their own charm to them back then. They all had their own thing going for them. Most of them were made in like their own engine. I could have got that wrong, but it felt like they're all made in their own engine. Put it this way, if they were all using the same game engine back then, you couldn't tell. Put it that way. All had something going for it. And the best example I can give you is Halo Combat Evolved. Like, that is just a timeless game. Really is. If you've not played Combat Evolved, go out and play it. I wouldn't recommend playing that remake. Well, the remake that's coming out. If you've never played it, play the original. If you can. Because it is actually pretty good. It's one of those games that's... At the time when it came out, in fact, the gameplay still does hold up. The gameplay is actually fairly good. Don't get me wrong. Like, the movement's a bit weird. Because, like, there's a bit of a delay when you jump. And it's almost like... It's one of those games where... I mean, it's not greatly like this, but... If you stop moving your left stick, it'll take a while for you to stop moving in game, but it's not like it's that bad. The worst thing is probably the jumping on it. Because it's like a bit of delay. It's just weird. It's as if they tried to make it a bit too realistic like that. Like you don't jump instantly. It's like you jump as if like you build up your jump, that sort of thing. But I don't know, the gameplay mixed with the atmosphere that, you know, that the game gave off in Halo Combat Evolved made it what it was. And, you know, with this remake, I fear that they have just not captured the atmosphere that made the original game so great to begin with. And, you know, if they don't capture that exact atmosphere, then how are you're taking a big risk, because you're not going with something that's tried and tested when you should really be going with, you know, what made the original so great, because it's tried and tested. And what I mean by tried and tested is, you know, there's going to be lots of people on PlayStation that are going to be playing this Halo Combat Evolved for the first time ever. The first ever time playing Halo, by the way. And they need to nail it. And why risk changing it up, you know, when it might not even work, when, you know, you've got something that is perfectly laid out in front of you, Halo Combat Evolved, that you could just... Everything's already done from you. You don't have to think about what type of atmosphere you need to go for, what type of colours you need to use, the type of architecture, the type of finishing on these buildings. It's all done. Just look at what made the original so great and just, right, we're just going to modernise it. Don't get me wrong, when you remake a game, there's all these other things that you've got to take into consideration, like making it a superior version of what came before it. You know, a superior version of the original. Because this is something that happened when they did a 10-year anniversary for it, where they improved the graphics. No one uses the old graphics because it just shit all over what the game originally had going for it. It's like, what's the point in even doing that, yeah? What's the point in even doing that if people are just going to go play in the old graphics again anyway? And this is the thing with this remake, because it's a completely different game. You can't play in the old graphics. So, because of that, outside of when the game first comes out and people getting the achievements, are people even going to play that game if they want to play Combat Evolved, or are they just going to go back to Combat Evolved? It's just weird. You got the grey alien outfit, nice. Let me restart my game. You're considering a 360? UFO Abduction's way out. Autumn's welcome. I think you forgot how many times you've been in my chat and said the exact same thing, that the update's out. Autumn says the daily reset shouldn't be out early, but the UFO abduction is the one that is out. Listen, if the update was out earlier, I'd see on Twitter. So, yeah. I want to restart my game just because you said, oh, the game's out. Or the update's out. I'll find a new session. But yeah, I would recommend the GhillieMaster controller. It's a shame that they don't make them for PlayStation, and it's a bit weird why they don't make them for PlayStation. Maybe PlayStation are a bit picky with, you know, who can make third-party controllers. It's like you're on about like a daily reset thing rather than a weekly reset thing. Very weird. Very, very weird. Anyway. Yeah, the guy that's in the chat, Autumns, has been in the chat before saying the game's, you know, has been updated, but it just hasn't. I'm like, I've lost count of the amount of times that he's probably done it. I'm not seeing anything on Twitter anyway. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Just people talking about RedSec. Rate the Battlefield BR on a scale of 1 to 10. So that's RedSec. Wouldn't say it's better or worse. It's probably an 8.5. 8.5. Why have I got like this slight, still little bit of dead zone? Look, it's still doing it. It's not some like weird wiggle. I'm starting to think that I had an issue now with my other GhillieMaster controller, because if I put this on 10, it would not feel responsive like this. But I'll tell you what I need to lower now. I shouldn't even bother lowering this, because like I said, I'm going to end up returning this controller. Returning this controller tomorrow. There's no way I'm spending £50 on a controller just for, you know, the paddles to feel shit. There's definitely some sort of quality control issue with it. That's the thing with the anti-dead zone feature though. Can you see how like I'm barely moving it and it looks like it's jittering? Not now. I'm trying to do it so it does it, but whatever. Where do all these people come from? RedLester.
Hey, what's going on? So you don't...
I'm just trying to think. It just feels a bit slow, that's all. But like on other games, like this says, you know, this, just in this, it hasn't really... Isn't really something that I've really needed to do. If I change my profile... Yeah, after using this controller, I definitely feel like there was something wrong with my other controller because like, how much I had to move the right stick just for the input to register is just crazy. I did some testing on it on PUBG yesterday, but this has been quite helpful playing this today. I'm not sure about that there. Anyway, guys, welcome if you just joined us. We're just waiting for these last ghosts to spawn in. We're just talking whilst we wait. Is there any game that anyone is looking forward to other than this Ark Raiders? Because Ark Raiders is just something that I'm not really that bothered in. It's like an extraction shooter, isn't it? I'm just not bothered in them. I don't get... It's just not for me. It's just something that I've never really been into. Much prefer Battle Royales over extraction shooters. Look, is it another day, another post about Battlefield 6 inputs feeling shit. There's a huge bug with the mouse input in air vehicles that's making aiming painful. Can't read today, apparently. Fast mouse inputs get translated to continuous inputs that keep going until the entire mouse movement is caught up on. So yeah, Shadow doing a business battle. I'm surprised I've not been mugged by Street. You know, the amount of times that I've mugged Street and Street's never got me back for it. It's crazy. Oh, we've not done his Aboriginal fun facts. Shall we do it? Fun facts about Aboriginals. Well, I'm going to pick like a specific year. Give me a fun fact about Aboriginals from the year 1930. Let's see what it says. Is a respectful and interesting fact connected to Aboriginal history around 1930s. What a weird way to word it when I said give me a fun fact. It is a respectful and interesting fact. Okay, why wouldn't it be? Tell you. Let me mute my stream, I'll go over and just play it. Read aloud.
Here's a respectful and interesting fact connected to Aboriginal history around the 1930s.
Like, why did it need to say that top
fact.
bit? I asked for a fun fact.
In the early 1930s, Albert Namatjira, an
Well, this is not 1930, is it?
Australia, began developing the watercolour landscape style that would later make him internationally famous. His paintings blended Western art techniques with a deep cultural connection to country.
Albert
By the
Namatjira.
mid-1930s, his work was being exhibited across Australia.
I've gone on
and
to
he
Google.
became the
Never mind, I'm
first
forgetting I've got
Aboriginal
this up.
artist to gain widespread national recognition. His art also helped challenge stereotypes of the time and opened wider conversations about Aboriginal identity, land, and cultural expression. If you'd like, I can also show you some examples of
That
his
just
artwork
wasn't a fun
and
fact, was it?
explain
I asked for a
culture.
fun fact and they started talking about stereotypes. Challenging stereotypes. What's his name? Albert. Albert what? Albert who? Namatjira. Here we go, we've got an Albert Namatjira painting. Let me just open it in a new tab. They could have just talked about this bloke's paintings and just say, oh, he was a painter. Here you go. Here's one of his paintings. From Albert. Yeah, I missed the fun part as well, Crispy, because, yeah. What was that about? No idea, I've been knocked. Somebody revive me. Been knocked at Tilted Towers. It's the imposter, where's the imposter? Compared to GTA 6, it sounds like fun. I saw a fun fact and it says, started talking about how his art, what was it? Open wider conversations about Aboriginal identity, land and cultural expression. Okay, he was just a painter. So we'll get one from 1940 next. We'll go up in increments of 10. Right, these answers are far too long because it's just waffling. Fun fact, many Aboriginal Australians served in World War II and their tracking and survival skills were highly valued. That is something that we may need to look into. Fun fact, 1950. The Aboriginal rights movement grew strong. These aren't fun facts, are they? How is that a fun fact? In 1962, Aboriginals gained the right to vote in federal elections. Brilliant. Fun fact. The first Aboriginal flag was created in 1971. By some... It doesn't even look that Aboriginal. It's like mixed with something. God, 2020 was such a weird year. I clicked on a BBC article from 2020 and it's like, wow. Yeah. I should have waited for Fishman to be here for the Aboriginal fun facts, because it's for Fishman why we do them. Because Fishman loves the Aboriginals, so... Here we go, it's 7 o'clock. We've got 5 more hours in GTA to wait. But yeah, just going back to what we were saying about Combat Evolved. Just to pass some time on. So Combat Evolved, when it first came out, it released in 2001, right? And the game had a weird, almost like mysterious feeling to it, even though it was familiar, but it wasn't at the same time, and it was kind of like an eerie game, as if like the overall story was bigger than, you know, what was on screen, that sort of thing. And that was done through, yeah, part of the story that was already in the game, but a lot of it was through like visual storytelling as well, you know, with the ring and all the structures that were on the ring and the type of architecture that it featured on there, you know, how weathered everything was, because implying that it had been there for, you know, longer than humans had been around, kind of. But at the same time, alluding to the fact that whoever built it might have even been human. That sort of thing. So there was loads of things with Combat Evolved that it had going for it at the time, and I just feel like in this remake, from the things that we've seen, they've completely missed the mark on the atmosphere, from things such as colour grading, Skybox. Skybox doesn't look bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not... The ring doesn't look superimposing. The ring needs to look superimposing, put it that way. The ring needs to dominate the skyline. And I feel like the ring doesn't dominate the skyline because not only is it less visible, but you've got the planet in a different position, you've got all these clouds going on. It all seems to be like, rather than having like a clean sort of look to it, clean liminal look to it, it's just overly designed. Overly designed. Now I don't dislike that, the fact that they made, you know, it's colourful, the skybox, but it doesn't match the same tone and the feeling as the original gave off, put it that way. You could say it's an improvement, but it fails to capture what the original had going for it, so is it really an improvement at the end of the day? Graphically, it probably looks better, put it that way, because obviously we're comparing a game that's 25 years old, but, you know, that is only part of, you know, what makes a game, the graphics. The graphics are irrelevant. And then the architecture, when you went into the structures, everything felt grand, sacred, as if it was important, you know what I mean? Mysterious. Now it's just like... It's like all these other Halo games that they've done, 343 Industries. It's just the same shiny, generic interiors that they always do. And the problem with it this time is, yeah, it may have looked, it did look all right in Halo Infinite, but that's Halo Infinite. And even then, I prefer how it was done in Combat Evolved to Halo Infinite. And they've just gone, basically, if you don't know what I'm on about, they basically took an old game that had a different art style going for it, an atmosphere going for it, and replaced it with Halo Infinites, which is a newer game. So it's kind of like they've just took Halo Infinite and turned it into another game, rather than just taking Combat Evolved and modernizing it. And this is something... Halo does have sentimental value to me, by the way, and that's why I go on about it a lot on stream, because like Halo was the first ever game that I played. Not first ever game that I played, but the first ever game that I really enjoyed, put it that way. I really did enjoy playing Halo. Halo Combat Evolved, so... It does have sentimental value. Does it bother me if they mess it up that much? No, because I'll just go and play the original, but... The thing is, I want more people to play Halo because I still think Halo's a good game. That's the thing. And there's still more potential with, you know, making Halo games. It's just, they've never really delivered 343 Industries, have they? So... I remember finishing nursery. Not finishing nursery, but, you know, after the end of the day at nursery, my grandmother picking me up and then going back home and making my grandmother play Halo Combat Evolved split screen with me. Is it midnight yet? No, it's not. Got to pay attention rather than just waffling. Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. I think the best way to describe it, if you've never played it, if you've seen that, you know, like the backroom sort of stuff. The backroom sort of stuff similar to Halo Combat Evolved in a way. It's the same sort of thing. Alien Earth and Fortnite tomorrow. Get abducted. Abducted. I can't even read today. Because I went to read your username at the same time. Olive Killer, welcome. I'm waiting for this ghost. I got abducted earlier, but... I don't know. Maybe I will do it again. Might have to do it again. Not got long now until this last one. Has anybody done all this Ghost Exposed stuff? Because nobody answered me earlier. If no one answers, I'll just set that as a no. It'll be easier. What it says he's done is... You've not got anything else? There's been like loads of things to get something. Street's been doing it, but something to do with weekly challenges, I think. Win 1 adversary mode. Is that today? Yeah, it's today, isn't it? So you need to win 1 adversary mode. I've lost it now. It's to unlock a mask, but where's the weekly challenge? Why can I not find it? Am I just being stupid? Here we go. Win 1 adversary mode to earn 200,000 GTA dollars and a grey hooded skull mask. Not long now and it's going to spawn in here. You've just done the abduction to get the grey alien outfit. Is that why you want me to do the abduction? Not long now. I'll go and do one after this. I'll go and do one after this. This is the last one that I need to get. It's going to spawn in straight away. I can't really see what's going on because of the... I'm just going to take a photo. Yeah, it's there, look. Because of the weather effects and the filter, you can't really see what's going on. Bizarre. This new YouTube layout's really crap, by the way. Ghost exposed cat. Right, let's see what happens here. Do you only have to get abducted once to get the outfit? Or is there something else you've got to do beforehand to get the outfit? Brilliant. Spawn in the military base similar to last year, but if you open the wooden crates, you'll get the grey alien outfit. Same way you get the shocker, but I didn't get the shocker straight. I got the shocker from some job. There's some deer or something on the road there. You see that? This will be the last week, by the way, for the Halloween content. I don't see them, keeping it in next week. We'll get removed next week. Next Thursday. Oh, well, that's how I got my shocker last year. Brilliant. That's not helped me whatsoever. No, I mean, I'm never going to wear that outfit anyway. It's pointless. Changed my outfit again? Yeah, it has. You always change your outfit. The reason why I know so little about all this stuff is because I don't really play the game this time of year because there's other games coming out, so I'll only ever stream. I'm not really too bothered about Halloween, if I'm being honest, so... Now the president, Tom Connors, go away, mate. I did that one time in hopes that it would go away, but it just never did. It keeps messaging me, pestering me to do the same thing. Go away. No, it's right there. I'm going to say I couldn't see it first. I was looking for the thing. Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. Where the hell am I? In fact, I know where I am. Yeah. I thought it was here. Where'd you go now, though? Can you just keep going in the same one over and over? My mic had stopped working then, but it's just this cable. You just have to keep doing it over and over. This seems a bit tedious. I really don't like how it changes my outfit. Apparently YouTube's going to start using AI to automatically upscale millions of videos. It's HD. I thought my game had like crashed or something then. That was weird. What a weird place to spawn in. I will change my outfit every single time. I'm not letting forced outfit changes defeat me. Every single time it happens to me, I will change my outfit as soon as possible. How will I know when I've got it? Will it just pop up? No, I'm not getting defeated by these forced outfit changes. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're on about now, Shadow. Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. 10-15 minutes until the update. You have to find a crowbar, open a crate, and you should have the outfit. It's going to disappear though. It's nearly morning again. Well, I don't think that's it, is it? Sprinter, welcome. We're too late. The UFOs should stay until the weather goes, because I don't know why the weather stays for as long as what it does. Or the weather should go when the UFO goes, when the UFOs go. Either way around. Either way around. Anyway, we didn't get it. Unlucky. Actually helped Shadow. You've avoided this weather. It's a bit crap, innit? I want us to get in the back of it. Nice some outfit. Grey alien outfit. The grey alien outfit. Port Street over. Get out your car straight. Come back, welcome. What happened there? Get run over by the NPCs. Yeah, it's an invite only. You need to win an adversary mode as well for this weekly challenge. Could do that after if you want. Join us then, Sprint, if you need to do that. I wonder if there'll be a stun gun in well, there will be a stun gun in GTA 6, but I wonder if it's going to be online straight away. Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. I appreciate it. Leave a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe, why not? I will get back into making videos at some point as well. It's just that I'm not that bothered about GTA at the minute. So it's like, what is there to make a video on? That's the thing at this point. There's nothing to cover because there's nothing happening. And week after week on stream, I'm saying the same shit anyway. So all the new things we talk about, it's not even GTA related. That's kind of how stale GTA is at the minute. Apparently the other day it was 21 years since GTA San Andreas was released. It's nearly going to be 21 years since Halo 2 was released. Charlie, mate, I'm sure I timed you out one time for spamming in caps. No, you can't join. What, Halo 2 coming out 21 years ago? I remember going to pick it up. Remember Game Station? Because Game Station used to be a thing and then they got bought by Game, didn't they? Game Station was a chain of retail shops in the UK selling used and new video games. It was the second largest specialist video game retailer in the United Kingdom until it was acquired by Game in May 2007. I got my Halo 2 from Game Station. Game Station founded in York in 1993. And by 2002 it had 64 stores across the United Kingdom. Defunct 2012. Merged into Game. But you got Halo 2, yeah? Sprinter. W.H. Smith sold Halo 2. W.H. Smith said that Halo 2 reduced from £19 to £5.79 in Edinburgh. This was in 2006, apparently. Train Sim World. I've said before on stream, like, I remember going to pick up... Roblox is a good game, actually. I remember going to pick up Halo 2 after finishing school when I was 5 years old. 5 years old. It's updated, by the way. I think it updated like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. So we need to win an adversary mode. Something went wrong. It's been doing that a lot lately. Pogfrog's in chat for the update. It's crazy that some people still stick up for that touch bar. You know that touch bar that they did on MacBooks? It just does. That just looks horrible. Put it above the, because they replaced the function keys, didn't they? Replaced the function keys. It's just not. What were they ever doing? Well, that's what you call it was going to be in 2020, and then they cut it from the game because of George Floyd. Oh, it's just incredible. Oh, so we would have had a mode like that, Cops and Robbers. But now we never got it because of that. Brilliant, thank you. Feminine men ruin another thing yet again, thank you. Right, so that's the Ardent, yeah. I'm sure the Ardent's the prize ride this week. I actually want to go spin the wheel because I've not got a penetrator. If I win it on the wheel, then I'm in luck. I'm in luck. Because I don't want to buy one off anyone. I'm not a massive fan of it, but it's just a car to add to my collection, isn't it? I'm not going to go out my way to get it or spend money to get it. As I'm going to go spin the wheel.
How you doing?
Yeah, God knows whatever happened to it. I've said before, like I question whether or not they actually did cut it because of that, what happened, or just because the mode wasn't good enough or something like that. They just never went back to it. But yeah, that Cops and Crooks stuff were just... I mean, this is a video game. At the end of the day, a video game. There's the penetrator.
Is available to win. Stop by and have a try at the Lucky Wheel.
It's weird to me because it's like that car is a car that just doesn't exist in the game, but it does. I might actually win it. I don't think I will. It's going too slow. 40 grand. I'm probably better off with 40 grand than it, to be fair.
Upgrade your wardrobe and finally become the person you believe yourself to be. Stop by the casino store and treat yourself.
Right, we're doing this adversary mode. Are you online, Sprinter? Do you want to do this adversary mode with us? Because the reason why I'm saying adversary mode is because, let me just find it. The weekly challenge is win one adversary mode to earn 200,000 GTA dollars and the grey hooded skull mask. "56 days ago, look at that. Hot Ring Super Speedway. As if this is still on Xbox. This must be on Xbox Live. Well, it's not. Which one looks better? Colour-wise. Arctis Nova free wireless advert, brilliant. The one on the right, what mic is? Mic is brighter, isn't it? Turn the timer off. Yeah, they really should have done something like that, should they? It's bizarre. We could do slasher with 3 players, can't we? So, I guess we could just play it twice. We've got all the other slasher modes in now, look. I'll load this one up. I've got good colours on modded cars. It's because we've made his own cars. The one that was on that screenshot then, that was one that I made when I had my other accounts. You need multiple accounts to be able to like transfer them over and shit, unless you want to rely on somebody else, but I can't make them anymore. So that's one that I made. I think we've got to play Slasher anyway, Sprinter, but I can invite you. I don't think there's any others in the game. I think, well, there was one other one, wasn't there? But let's play Slasher. Might as well invite you to the party as well, Shadow. First to win a round. So we have a Sprinter. You on the game, yes, Sprinter? No, here we go. So you three need to win this, and then I need to win the next game. Whichever side I'm on. Because it'd be easiest to do that then. You can just whack me though, can't you? Sure you can just whack me. You don't have to wait so long. Well, GG everyone. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Players will have a 50-50 chance of waking up in a random place, or is it? I'm sure I've missed some steps in that. Surely that would have happened to me. You don't need to do much. You've already done the weekly challenge, Sprinter. All you have to do is win an adversary mode once. I need to win this game now. I just need to kill all 3 of you. Weekly challenge, let's go. I'm going to put some more Pog Frogs in the chat. I love my weekly challenges. That's 1 down. That's 2 down, West Street. Easy. I'm going to put easy in the chat, easy. Nearly level 640. Could have given me just a tiny bit more XP. Street got more RP. You've just got to win 1. You don't need to do them now. Go into free mode. You can play a random race if you want. Talking about Halo Combat Evolved, this is where this music's from. And Halo 2. Right, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to nip downstairs.
Are you mentally slow?
Halloween Weather really is, yeah. Let's go back and I can't believe how orange my screen is. Trying to remember which Kalahari circuit is now. I know which one it is. This is probably my favourite one out of the ones that I've made, for some reason. I don't know why. Are you joining Sprinter, or are you not bothered about the races? I wonder what's the best run of cars that any of us have had during these random races. You crap at races? I'll take that as a no. I should have turned the Halo music off for this. Oh, Street's in the deluxe though. Oh, got given a drift car, I think, Shadow. Either that or he just... No, I think he just crashed. Thought he crashed because he couldn't stop because he was in a drift car. Dubster 6x6. I remember when this car first came out. Ramius. Dominator ASP. You know, I seem to remember this being blue, but that's on that was on Taller Fall. It was blue. It's weird it now not being blue, because I think this is the first time I've ever used it, well, whilst it's been green. Go straight, look at him. Tailgate at S. I'm not getting overly good cars, but I'm getting decent cars, put it that way. I need to keep getting these until the end of the race. 8 laps to go there. Vapid Blade. You know what? I'll take it because I've not really had a bad car yet. I'll take it. The Sue guy. It's running cars like this you don't really want. Like, I don't mind having it for the odd lap. You see, this is when it starts to be a bit, well, I'm getting a bit unlucky. But I am in first, so I can't really complain. Desert Raid, I mean, it's better than the Scarab. Jero ZX, HSW. Tulip. Feel bad for Street. Street must be getting some pretty bad cars. Emperor for the last lap. So I've pretty much won. Even if Shadow gets an open wheel car, he probably won't catch me. Winner, winner. I mean, Street just had an Aikoes, so that kind of makes up for it, but he's still going to DNF. Might as well get off road, Street. Big DNF. There's nothing else to do on this game now, is there? Well, that's going to be it for GTA. Unless there's just something I've completely missed out on. Which I don't think there has. Oh, that there is, sorry. Right, bonus time. Bonus time. I just want to show you how stupid this mode is on this game. Right, here we go. Look, you'll see how stupid it is. I don't know whether or not they've added this in for Halloween or what. It's just stupid. I've got a clan thing. Let's open it, why not? Brilliant. This might be one of the stupidest things that they've ever done. in any video game ever. I'm going to vote normal because, you know, why not? Some of these emotes are copyrighted. Let's do the iPad. Two. Oh no, 3. That's it. Let's put the timer in the middle of the screen with a massive icon behind it. Toilet icon. You can't see what you're doing at all. Brilliant. Even a pistol. Yeah, that's it, mate. You take the MP5 because you're that good. Yeah, that's it. Just keep taking the MP5s. Yeah, that's it. How many MP5s do you want? I want every MP5. Look. It's weird because it's like you should be able to loot these crates, but I don't think you can. That's my inventory. Chemical can. Let's get ammo. Doing it on easy or normal? I don't know what they voted for. Slow down by something. Well, this is a bit silly because I've been slowed down by something. Teammates are dead already, so they're all just going to go for me, look. This is what I was saying earlier. It's like just one of the stupidest things ever. I'm sure I can run quick though now because my teammates are all dead. How long does it take to revive somebody? Not long. Mate, you did nothing but get knocked. Just revive him. Look. Silly teammates, know your place, mate. Know your place. Tried jumping out of the way there, it just didn't let me jump. That'd be knocked. Will they get me? They ever know I got knocked. Alex Udalov, well, he's not going to get me, is he? Come on, Alex. Like, why? It's just such a weird mode, isn't it? Let's add this into PUBG. I don't even know how much the pass is. I swear to God, if this pass is more than £5, what a joke. It's already bad enough. You need to start doing more boss damage, but it's just... Yeah. I still think using this will be better, using the Wayne. Spread into the mall with the UMP. Keep taking the self revives. Guys, if you just jump a GTA, rewind the stream. And yeah, this is what PUBG's become to. I don't know what these things do at the bottom of the screen here. It's times 3, times 5, times 7. It's not really helping that my teammates haven't been that good. I mean, this other guy kind of knows what he's doing. Lost my UMP for that as well. Lost my UMP. I actually think this thing's probably better, the pistol. Has he crafted a weapon? I think he has. Oh my god. thought it might have done more damage, but I guess not. It's giving me attachments though. Compensator. That's what I really needed in Skibidi Toilet. Compensator. I'll take the extender. There's like another boss after this, by the way. I'm just gonna be playing this though. Like outside of like this one-time thing, how is this that good to be playing again? Who's gonna buy the pass? One of the silliest things ever, isn't it? We're on hard mode. It says we're on hard. Got even more of them now to deal with. Brilliant. M416, thank you very much. To get a Groza. God knows who this is even for, Shadow. No idea. Sprint. Let's see what this opens. Adding 6-7 into this next. all these Gen Alpha memes just seem to be stupid kid shit because, like, yeah, they are really young kids, and the only reason you have somewhat of an exposure to it these days is because of the internet. I was like, no, kids have always been into dumb shit like this. And it's like, oh, Gen Alpha have got their own memes. No, they're just pathetic cartoon and childish shit. Not a meme. Can I get my headshots, please? Or where are the weak points? Are those the weak points? Yeah. Maybe not. I've no idea. Don't know what I'm doing. No, he said still the weak point. Self-revive. See, there's supposed to be 4 of us, but they all died and left. Throw grenades. Why not? Go away. Stupid, innit? Can I jump up on these? No. I can't believe how long this is taking as well. Like, you're supposed to play multiple games of this, yeah, to level up your pass. Don't playing this once levels you up once entirely on the pass. Self-revives. No, his hope is down again though. So he self-revives. But fair enough, we're only playing, you know, as a 2-man. I guess it shouldn't really be taking as long as this, but still. Most players are just going to die, like the 2 on this team. So I said, I tried this very briefly before I started my stream and just... They all died. Idiots, he's on fire. He's just... he must have hoovered up all of the self-revives, I'm telling you. Like, you don't even get shit like this on Roblox, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's put it in PUBG. People love it in PUBG. Yeah. Thank you, Koreans. I thought it was on fire. Supposed to be hard difficulty as well. It's not even that hard. There's two of us. Oh, get away. These attacks are annoying, I'll tell you that much. You've got to kill these things as well just to get your boost gauge back up. See if you can heal up. One of them right on me, look. Little shit. Is that it? Oh, it's just still got another self-revive. Or is that it? Is that his self-revive's done with? I've got to start reviving him. To be done. Need a better weapon. Get the Groza. Yeah, this is exactly on my list of requests or changes to make this game to this game. What the game needed. Nearly dead. Valid tag 9, that's a default PlayStation username in it. But this thing's a bit shit now, you can't... Like, the fire rate's so slow. That's not that bad, but... Nowhere near as quick as what it used to be. I'm not even going to put that on. I'll do this instead. G toilet. Brilliant. Is this him? G toilet. I'm not sure about the DPS for this. It's so slow firing. Just got stuck on something. Brilliant. It's just stupid, like. Yeah. Still got self-revives. Like, this guy's sucked up every single self-revive that there ever has been on this game. How was I even supposed to avoid that there, then? One crate, no wonder it's always getting self-revived. Is there something? I don't even know what we have to do there. Probably shoot the engines or something in the back of it. Okay, let me move away. See, I voted for normal. I don't know what these voted for, but when I played it earlier, people just voted for easy, and I'm like, well, what's the point in this? If you've not played it before, at least play it on normal. They all died. It's annoying when you take damage and you've got no boost left, and you've got to kill these toilets. I'm just wondering which is the best for DPS. See, I don't know what you've got to do there to stop that. And this is annoying now, so I need to kill all these to get my health back up. Whilst avoiding this. Oh, another one. Two attacks on me there at once. It's not like it's super obvious as well when it goes into that mode where like you've got to, you know, do something to stop him from killing you. Brilliant. That's it. Spawn kill me. Brilliant. This is it, innit? Like, you've got to shoot him. Does everybody need to be alive or something? Just a joke, innit? Like, I'm not even in it, am I? I'm just not even in that. Doing that. I'm trying to revive myself. It's just not letting me. What a shit mode. You need at least 4 people damaging it, but people just leave, so. To be fair, I did level it up a fair bit. But saying that, how many challenges did I do? I did the challenges, that's why. That's why. It's 329, I'm gonna say. What do you get in it for 329? BP, that's probably the most useful thing out of it. BP, get some G coin. You get 100 there for free. So if I'm level 3, so I might get you might get to level 9 just by doing challenges. How much XP do you get actually? She might not get to level 9 just by doing challenges. 6,000. Right, I'm going to end my stream there because what on earth have I just played? Arcade, what forgot? Oh, claim. Coupons. Might as well open this. Open this one. I mean, this is not even Call of Duty, but Call of Duty has got more cringe. Yeah, this is bloody PUBG. No, I've accidentally closed my stream off. We never watched my Battle Pass video either, did we? Oh well. My GTA 6 Battle Pass video that I made the other year. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave it there. There's nothing else to do. What a weird and bizarre game mode that was. Yeah. I wonder if you can level up this by just, you know, playing normal games. You must be able to, right? See, the XP that you get from those missions doesn't level this up though. That's the thing. But does the XP that you get from this level up the others? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is the same sort of thing anyway, though, Quebec. This is, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same as, well, it's probably worse than Call of Duty at this point. I mean, look at some of the shit in the store. In fact, let's go back to that pass. Like, look. And then in the store, you've got shit like, I mean, you saw some of it there then, sets. Shit like this. Brilliant. This is what we wanted in PUBG. Thank you, game developers. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content to come. I'll be back again next week. And we're at the end of the Halloween stuff next week. So if you want to get any of the Halloween stuff done on GTA, you know what to do. Jump online this week. But yeah. Until then, guys, goodbye, I guess. Leave a like, subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.